but I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys. No, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are discussing how to repair, if you can repair, damaged hair. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you happen to come across this video, then hit subscribe, hit the little bell symbol. We're having important conversations here all about hair. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the video now. Let's discuss the sources of damage, okay? Where does your particular hair damage come from? Common sources of damage are from heat, such as using blow dryers, curling irons, flat irons, or from hair color, whether you get highlights or you're bleaching or even permanent dye. Any type of hair color can damage your hair, and there are different levels of how much something can damage the hair, such as bleach is going to be more damaging than a permanent dye or even a gloss or something like that. But all chemicals can cause damage to your hair. Also chemicals such as relaxers and other straightening treatments or even perms. Also just from normal wear and tear from being out in the elements, being rough with your hair, or even just the longer your hair is, the older the ends of your hair are. So the ends of your hair are gonna get damaged at one point or another. Also from wearing purses. Sometimes if I wear a purse and it just like pulls my hair a little bit here, or my seatbelt, makes me cringe a little bit because I know that it is getting damaged, okay? First thing you want to address is, where is my damage coming from, okay? So we've established that. Now let's move on. Let's do a little science lesson here really quick, okay? In hairstyling, we deal with disulfide bonds and hydrogen bonds. Disulfide bonds in the hair are broken and then reformed. Disulfide bonds play a role when we're talking about permanently changing the hair, such as relaxing the hair, perming the hair, something like that. If you start off with naturally straight hair and then you get a perm and then your hair is curly and it's permanent, right? Or when you have naturally curly hair and you relax your hair, then it's permanently straight until you cut it off or you grow it out, whatever. The hair is permanently chemically altered. Now when we're dealing with hydrogen bonds in the hair, hydrogen bonds are broken with water. That's like when you get a blowout and then you wash your hair and your hair turns back to curly, it's not permanent. When you have straight hair and then you curl your hair with a curling iron and then you wash your hair and it goes back to straight, it's because it's not permanent. Hydrogen bonds are temporarily broken and reset when we do a blowout or when we use heat styling on our hair, and your hair can only revert back to its natural state with water. So everything that I just discussed is going to play a role in the answer to your question, which is, how do you repair damaged hair, okay? So yes, I'm gonna cut to the chase, all right? I hope by now you've established what kind of damage do I have. Do I have heat damage? Do I have chemical damage? Did I bleach my hair, relax my hair, something like that? Or is it just normal wear and tear and I just need my regular maintenance? Let's discuss the different treatments that you can do in salon or at home to repair your hair. First things first, you want to test your hair to see if your hair either needs protein or moisture. That is what repairing hair boils down to. Does your hair need protein or does it need moisture? An easy way to discover if your hair needs protein or moisture is you can pull out a strand of your hair and then stretch it. So my hair is highlighted, so it probably needs moisture. So if you, this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna take one for the team, right? Oh, that really hurt. Okay, so I have a strand of my hair here. I know you guys can't see it. Basically, you're gonna get a strand of your hair, wrap it. Okay, that just shows right there I need moisture. So basically, if you get a strand of your hair and you pull it, if it stretches a long way, your hair needs protein. If your hair breaks easily like mine, like you pull it, it's stretching a little bit, but you pull it and it snaps, that means that you need moisture. Hair that snaps easily needs moisture. Hair that stretches a little bit too much needs protein, and then a healthy balanced hair is gonna stretch a little bit and then eventually it'll snap. But it is healthy for your hair strand to stretch a little bit because that shows that it has elasticity and strength, and the disulfide bonds in your hair are not completely destroyed and broken. I do want to quickly mention OLAPLEX because I get a lot of questions on OLAPLEX. Now, OLAPLEX is a scientific breakthrough in the hair world, okay? Because it is a bond multiplier. It's not a protein restorative treatment, and it's also not a hydrating treatment. So you're not gonna get much hydration from OLAPLEX or your products like that because it's not truly hydrating your hair. And some people who have used OLAPLEX, they say, oh, well, it doesn't even make my hair feel soft and like whatever, things like that. It's not meant to make your hair feel soft or hydrated as if you used a deep conditioning treatment. It is working from the inside and strengthening your hair over time. It is a bond multiplier, so it multiplies the bonds in your hair that may be broken during chemical or color services. When we're talking about protein, there are so many different protein treatments out there on the market. I will list protein treatments down below, and you're gonna get moisture from products such as hydrating, deep conditioners, hydrating treatments, from oils, things like that that are going to hydrate your hair. I will leave some of my favorite hydrating products. And girls, I never really use a protein treatment on my hair, but I use lots of different moisture because my hair is just dry and I like to color it and just, you know, kind of destroy it a little bit. But you know, that's the life of a hairdresser, all right? Anytime I have a new client, a client who is just, you know, coming to me with some hair that is a diamond in the rough, I put my new clients on a 1-year system. I always tell them it's gonna take 1 year to get your hair to a point where you can start to get into the flow with your hair, because in that year, we are either repairing the hair or in most cases it's repairing the hair. Step 1 in the 1-year plan that I put my clients on is getting a haircut. Get a haircut. When you're analyzing your damage, okay, you have to realize that there is a point of damage where there is a point of no return, okay? There's no treatment, there's no hydration, there's no oil, there's no magic potion, there's no pill that can bring certain hair back to life. Let me just tell you that now. There is a point where you can bleach your hair to the point where you might as well just cut it off because there is nothing that can repair it, and it will break off. And once your hair splits, you have split ends, you have breakage, it's gonna split all the way up the shaft of your hair. So it's really no point in trying to repair hair that is like fried. Sometimes you could bleach it and it turns to mush. In the video that I made where I was reacting to people failing with their hair, whatever, hair hacks, that kind of thing, the lady in the video who bleached her hair and her hair is falling out in clumps, there's no integrity left in that hair. And for somebody like that, I would not suggest anything except to cut it. There's nothing that you can do but cut it. That woman, bless her heart, is an extreme case, but there are people walking around with hair on their heads now who think that their hair is all right, or like, yeah, it's damaged, but there is a large portion of people who are walking around with hair on their heads that they want to do some sort of treatment on it, and it's so dry, it's so brittle, it's so damaged that it's just like you might as well just start trimming it, either little by little or do a big chop. While I'm on the subject of no return, I do want to say this. I want to make a public service announcement. I want to make this loud and clear, all right? There is no product on the market that can seal your split ends. I will say that again. There is no product on the market that can seal or mend your split ends. There is scientifically no way to seal a split end on your hair. Now, I'm not totally against all these products that say that it's a split end healer or mender, whatever you want to call it. I'm not against those products because I do think that you can use those types of products for preventative measures. However, when you have split ends on your hair, there is no way to get rid of it except to cut it off. There's no way to get rid of it except to cut it off. Now, I'm sorry to upset some of you guys. I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you have some split end mender or whatever it's called that you love, but I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys about some magical product that you can buy, that you can use at home, and you know, all your hair troubles will be okay, because I can lie to you guys. I can sit up here and be sponsored by somebody and lie and tell you guys to buy this product because it'll fix your hair. No, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. So yes, if you do have a split end mender that you love, you like the way it makes your hair feel, I've used a product like that before too. Actually, recently I used a product like that before and it claimed to be a reparative split end sealer, something like that. I really liked the way it made the hair feel. Felt amazing and made it easy to comb through and all of that kind of stuff. However, it didn't truly seal the split ends. That's just not possible. But I did like the product. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I tend to use those kinds of products, again, as preventative measure if I chemically treat hair, cut hair, whatever, just to kind of coat the ends to protect them against heat and the elements and whatever. However, I know that it doesn't truly seal the split ends. So yes, girls, if you have split ends, the only way to get rid of them is to trim your hair. It's to cut your hair, cut them off, all right? So then that brings me to the end of this video. I hope that you guys learned something today. I answered some of your questions. Leave me comments down below. I do read all of my comments and I try to reply to as many of them as possible. Also join my group on Facebook, Hair Culture, because it is going down in hair culture, okay? So many people have joined. We're just having a blast, okay? And if you haven't joined the party, you're totally missing out. I will leave the link to that down below. If I'm not here, I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me there. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.